Hey guys, I'm going to make this video because I want to comment on a few things, especially the one that I seen on YouTube. First of all, everyone that is praying for this little boy named Cody, in case you wonder who I'm talking about Daddy 05. Um, Philip DeFranco actually broke the story, but even if he did break the story, all you had to do if you were a subscriber to this Daddy 05 and see this, you would see yourself that what they did to Cody, he's the little boy that's in question. Uh, I guess he's supposed to be the star of the show. I didn't really follow him until I was watching Kid Behind the Camera. Michael Green had him on his, I guess you could say, show or whatever. But he had him there at their house there in South Carolina, and he kind of introduced him. So I thought, well, I'm gonna check him out. So I seen one video that I actually enjoyed watching, and that was actually them going to Disneyland. And the more I watched it, and then when they come up with that one with the visible ink, now they say it was all a joke, but in my eyes, it didn't look like a joke. It looked like a verbal abuse, and the way they did it, you could tell that kid. I mean, common sense tells you that kid was scared. He didn't know how to handle that. He didn't know what else to do. He thought he was actually in trouble in real. He didn't know that was a joke. I could have took it as a joke, but when you're 10, however he is, 10 years old, I believe they said he is. When you hear a parent shouting at you like that, automatically you think you're in trouble. That one of three things is going to happen. One, you hope that you'd be grounded, and even as a kid, you don't want that. Two, you hope they don't put their hands on you, which no parents should do that unless they do the spanking right. Because I do believe in that you should get a little tap every now and then, not, slap in the face like this one video I just got through watching with a little sister. And this is why I had to make this video, is because they want to sit up there and say that all this is for fun, for a joke. Folks, what if this was... So I'm getting a little balled up here. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if this is a joke, I would hate to think what it would really be like if they really was punishing their kids. What would it really be like when they're not on camera? And that's what questions me, and the reason why I decided to do this video is because there is a right way of playing a joke and a wrong way, and that was a very wrong way. I don't care if it's a male dominant thing, you're just trying to blow off male testosterone. Even males know when the boundary is violence and playing around, and that didn't look like playing around. I guess the reason why I come on here is because I'm I'm upset, because here's the reason why. And I know that didn't really want this to be about me, but it's more about them. Here I am trying to start a YouTube video or YouTube channel, and I'm going nowhere with this. But they put that kind of content on television or YouTube on the internet, and they make a lot of money exploiting this little Cody for money. And then he doesn't get uh, the chance to have fun because when they went to Disney World or Disneyland, wherever they went, Florida, I can't remember which one because I don't ever go to these theme parks. Six Flags Texas is the only one I've ever been to. I haven't been in years, but anyways, regardless of what they did, they should at least still took him with them, regardless, because he's the one that's helping them make money. Because they're the ones that's actually cussing him out. They're the ones that's always uh, calling him retarded, or that oldest boy Jake. Now I can understand that brothers are always going to play around and get a little rough. I understand that, but even when I picked on my little cousin, I never picked him up and slammed him down on the hard floor like he did. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, go on and look at all these videos of Daddy 05. Go look at Philip DeFranco. I'm pretty sure that he probably put it as a thumbnail on his site. You can see all that. Other people's put it on their site. Only reason I didn't put it on my site is because, guys, yes, I'm new to this. I've said it in the past. I would love to show you what I'm talking about so I could comment on it. You can say, oh, yeah, I know what you're saying now. The only thing I could ask you to do, if you wonder what I'm talking about, just go to the videos or Philip DeFranco. Um, there's one more. But I'm pretty sure once you put in Daddy 05 abuse, you'll see a whole list of every other YouTuber's talking about this. Talking about, I'd hate to know if this is abuse, because what do you really like if you really hate your child, you know? Or is this how you really show your love for your child? My comment is why would you want to exploit your child for money and treat him that way? To only not give him the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, since you're going through all that, let's go to Disneyland. I can't understand these people. And then also I heard on another blog that the biological mother, because I thought that girl was the kid's biological parent. Come find out she's only the foster mother of Cody and Cody's sister. And I don't know the full details because I only heard what the mother actually said. If you want to know more about it, go check it out on there. In fact, I'll pull it up and um, tell you who the woman that interviewed the biological mother. But the way the biological mother and the aunt was kind of talking a little bit, that the father, Michael, I guess that's his name, took Cody for a visitation, and when it was time for the mother to go pick up Cody, um, somehow this girl, I don't, only reason I'm not remember her name is because, I'm sorry, I'll probably get flagged for this. I do want to apologize if I defend anybody, especially if they watch this. She looks like a bitch. Okay, that's just my opinion about it. Just look at her. Gives me bad vibes about her. That she's two-faced instigator. And I know the dad may look like an instigator too, but just something about her I can't stand. She just looks like troublemaker. I mean, you can, if you look at a person, you can say, "They're trouble. I don't trust that person." She has that kind of vibe. To me, I don't know if anyone who ever sees us will see the same thing that I see, but I just get that vibe from her. I guess another reason why I'm on here is because I wanted to get this out here, but if anybody sees these videos, if CPS don't actually pull them kids away from them people, please say a prayer for that kids. Not just him, but anyone who's little. Because no kids should have to go around the world feel like that they're pieces of shit. Because they're not. Kids are going to make mistakes. Kids are going to mess up. And it's us as adults to keep our temper low enough to say, look, you messed up. We'll fix it. We'll move on with it. Don't be putting your finger in your face and telling them they're a piece of trash and they're sick and they're retarded. No, not that. Because what my parents call it, I don't know if anybody else calls it, but it's giving them a complex. I don't know if that's the English literature for that, but you just make the kid feel like he's going to go his whole life and screw it up and that he's not worth it. Because what if he gets our age, teenage years when maturity kicks in? Who's to say this kid won't try to commit suicide or violent tendency on other kids smaller than him? They don't think about all that. Because usually, and I know that, I don't know if it really happens in real life, because yes, I was molested, but I never go around molest other people. But you hear these stories on like Law and Order SVQ where a person who's been sexually abused on a daily basis, usually it goes on and on and on. If they treat him this way, how do we know that this Cody kid don't grow up to be like his parent or his dad? And heaven forbid we don't ever want to see that to happen. Hopefully that kid will get counseling. Hopefully he'll grow up to be a decent young man. I'm hoping that he'll grow up to be a decent young man. I hope the Child Protective Service gets involved. I hope any lawyers or judges get involved and say that they're too unfit to have this kid or any of those kids. Because that Jake, and even if you don't know who I'm talking about, just watch the video. I don't know all their names, but he picks on him more than the stepmother and the daddy. But when it comes to down to it, it should be the parents that tell them stop picking on somebody smaller than you. You're bigger than them. But they just instigate it. And then they want to sit up there and say, it's just a joke, brah. Well, guess what? The feeling that they're going through right now, if the justice system is getting involved, if CPS does get involved and do all this, guess what? This is not a joke, brah. But you'll understand what you're going through of the fear of losing your kids. Now you put in the fear of them, how they are when you abuse them. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but all in all, if what goes around will come around. Karma. And karma's coming to knock on your door. And I'm sorry that if you do lose those kids, I'm sorry that happened. You should have been better parents, done a better way of joking around, or done a better way of doing a joke without saying, "Get your fucking ass up here now." You don't say that to a little 10-year-old kid. Even if it is a joke. There's a right way and a wrong way to do a joke. I'm done talking because I'm starting to ramble. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you say a prayer for that family. for the kids, family, because I don't care what they go through. I mean, I'm not wishing them dead or anything like that, but when it comes to parenting, pray for them and hope they really wake up and realize that what they did was wrong. But if they don't and they think it's still a joke, even after losing the kids, they don't deserve to have them. But if this wakes them up and realize that, hey, I should have done this joke a little bit better, then they'll understand that they carried it too far. You learn from your mistakes, not from your actions. God bless each and every one of you. God bless those children. Good night, everyone.